Welcome to the Marshall Pruitt Podcast, presented by Cooper Tires and supported by PNC Bank. We're going back to 2016 at Monterey for a fun little thing that I organized. Put up a video back then. It was titled the 16-Rotor Symphony, and this was thanks to our friends at Mazda and their vintage race cars on display at Laguna. The 16 rotors, and don't hold me to this because my memory's failing just a little bit, but I believe we had the four-rotor IMSA GTO car. I believe we had a couple of four-rotor prototypes, one being the RX-792P, the other one being either a 767 or 787 four-rotor, and I'm probably forgetting what one of the other rotor contributions was, but it had 16 rotors, and at the end of the day on Saturday, said, all right, let's fire them all up while everything's quiet. Action's done for the day. And so what we have here is just all of these gorgeous rotary engine Mazda race cars warming up for about, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. And I just walked around with my recorder going from exhaust outlet to exhaust outlet. And then we get at the very end all 16 rotors being revved. We're hoping to get them in unison, but that's a little bit hard to do. But nonetheless, I just love it. And this is, a 7 or 8 minute clip here that just makes me smile, both from the warm-up sounds, these crazy rotaries that we really no longer hear in motor racing, and then also the symphonic efforts at the end, directed by Mazda's John Doonan. So I hope you enjoy this. It just makes me smile every time I watch the video, and in this case, listen back to the audio. We'll be back right after this. PNC is proud to sponsor Scott Dixon, driver of the number 9 car for Chip Ganassi Racing. Everyone tunes in on race day, but so much of the race is determined off camera during the work put in throughout the week, month, and year. From the gym to the practice track, Scott Dixon and the team take small steps every day to get closer to victory lane. Copyright 2018, the PNC Financial Services Group Incorporated. All rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. You can get every episode of our Marshall Pruitt Podcast on iTunes, on Podbean, on Spotify, and also on our Marshall Pruitt Podcast Facebook page. All right, off we go with a quick little episode here. 16-Rotor Symphony at the then known as Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca. PNC is proud to sponsor Scott Dixon, driver of the number 9 car for Chip Ganassi Racing. Scott knows that the road to victory lane starts today. Copyright 2018, the PNC Financial Services Group Incorporated. All rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. And that was a little slice of Mazda Rotary Heaven. The following year in 2017, we did 20 rotors, I believe. So, I don't know. The event's actually coming up here right about now. So, maybe we can get to 24 or 30. Or, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to keep adding each year and try something new. And if we do this year, hopefully we'll have a podcast of what the heck it sounded like. All right. I'm Marshall Pruitt. This is Marshall Pruitt Podcast, presented by Cooper Tires, supported by PNC Bank. Thank you for listening.